Whew. Hey, um, this is Marcus, and we are here for some 2019 VGC action. Yeah, back on the channel, and I don't know, I completely forgot how to do videos, how to record, and I'm actually a little bit nervous as well. Yeah, I don't know, I'll just go with it, I guess. So, welcome back, everyone. I'm not sure how regular of a thing this is going to be, but today I felt like doing a video, and here we are. So today I'm going to use a team based on, well, like currently my favorite duo of restricted Pokemon, Xerneas and Lunala, and then we do have Ludicolo, Smeargle, Incineroar, and Stakataka to round things out. Yeah, this is my very first battle on Battlespot, as you can see. Haven't played there yet, and I am not sure how this is going to go. This is also, I think, my first battle with this team as well. I have played a couple of battles with similar teams though, so let's hope that I'm not completely bad. So yeah, we have a new format. I'm playing against a 1373 rated player with Necrozma, Duskmane, Yveltal, Raichu, Tyranitar, Tapu Bulu, and Melodic. So let's see what this is about. Could potentially be Trick Room on the Necrozma, however he does not really have any like super slow Pokemon besides the Tyranitar, I suppose. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon that you don't usually see on VGC19 teams, like that Melodic and the Tyranitar. Yeah, like all of these Pokemon are not the most common choices, I would say. He does have that Necrozma and Yveltal, so my Xerneas obviously beats the Yveltal, but his Necrozma beats my Xerneas, and then my Lunala beats his Necrozma, and his Yveltal beats my Lunala, so there's a lot of that stuff going on, where Xerneas can't do anything to Necrozma and so on, so I need to try and position well against this type of team. Ludicolo seems kind of strong here, I think. This Melodic looks a little bit annoying. However, I'm still going to lead off with my Incineroar regardless. And then we'll just see how things go. I really like this specific pick of power Pokemon with Incineroar and Ludicolo. You have double Fake Out, and then of course Xerneas is just really strong and does Xerneas things. And then you also do have the Lunala to, well, do a lot of damage to the Necrozma, for example. I also could have let Lunala instead of Xerneas as my restricted, but he doesn't have any like really solid answers to Xerneas besides that Necrozma, and Incineroar also does kind of well against Necrozma, so I think, yeah, Incineroar, Xerneas is kind of okay here. And he's leading off with Raichu and Melodic, so of course is getting that competitive boost on the Melodic, and Raichu also really threatening me a little bit. This could be Nuzzle and Encore Raichu, which is kinda good against Xerneas, because turn 1 they can Nuzzle, and then once you Geomancy, they can Encore you into Geomancy. So I'll have to watch out while I'm playing this. So instead of going for Geomancy, I could also just go for an attack onto the Raichu, just in case it goes for the Nuzzle, and if it goes for Fake Out, then doesn't matter what move I choose anyway. So only if he went for like Fake Out into the Incineroar, it would matter. But yeah, if he did that, then he would allow me to get a free Geomancy boost, and of course he does not want that. So accordingly, we trade Fake Outs and nothing really happens. So I'm thinking about just switching out into Ludicolo and protecting Xerneas. So next turn I can go for a Fake Out into the Raichu and Geomancy, and even though the Melodic is boosted, Ludicolo should be able to take any hits quite well. And then also Ludicolo can threaten the Melodic back with like a Grass Knot. So just a pretty safe play. But yeah, I don't think there's too much that can go wrong here. He's actually just going for a Thunderbolt into the Ludicolo, okay. And Scald also hitting that slot, so maybe he predicted me. Yeah, good job on his end, I suppose. And the burn as well. Gets that for his efforts. So I guess now I'm just going for the Fake Out and Geomancy. Since, yeah, Raichu is not going to stop me. And then the Melodic, unless it carries like Roar, also shouldn't be able to do too much to my Zern. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect. Maybe this guy is like super genius, or he's just like now about to get bodied by the Xerneas. So yeah, you're probably wondering, why am I getting like back? Why am I playing? Am I playing again? How often is this going to be a thing? I'm not sure yet. I really like playing the format early on though. VGC19, at least the Sun series. I haven't played any of the others. Looks kind of interesting. There's a lot of things that are possible. You do not need to rely on weather, which is something I really like. And yeah, unlike in 2016, where you were basically forced to use either Ray or more commonly Groudon or Kyogre, or even both of them. And so I really like the fact that here you can do something like Xerneas and Lunala, or you can do Solgaleo and Yveltal, and you're not really losing to weather that badly. And yeah, I really like that, and I'm also interested in seeing how things will change up with the Ultra series, of course, since that's what we will be using for Worlds and for EU internets. So, and also NA internet, so like the most important tournaments for me at least will be in the Ultra series. But yeah, I like the fact that they're switching things up with the format, and so far this has been a lot of fun. However, getting burnt by this Melodic has not been too much fun so far. I think I'm just going for a Grass Knot and Dazzling Gleam, as after the Geomancy boost, Dazzling Gleam should be doing a ton to this Tyranitar. So accordingly he protects, and I think the combination of Dazzling Gleam and Grass Knot should be able to knock out this Melodic easily, since I'm also Life Orb on the Ludicolo. Yeah, so no problem with that. And then Ludicolo is actually going to feint to the Life Orb and burn and sand damage, I think. So I will be able to switch into the Lunala in case he brings in his Necrozma, and so I think I'm in a pretty strong position. Yeah, I did not expect to face Raichu, Melodic and Tyranitar in this first battle, but hey, there's going to be another battle as well. So far nothing to be worried about, no random red card or anything, and Raichu is just coming back in here. Actually, that's something that I should have thought about a little better, because now he can just Fake Out my Xerneas and attack into the Lunala with the Tyranitar. Yeah, not my brightest moment, but I'm just going to switch into the Incineroar and protect. Yeah, if for some reason, like, if he went into Necrozma, then I also just could have gone for Fake Out and attack. So switching into Incineroar actually would have been better there, instead of switching into the Lunala, but fortunately we can just protect switch, and we won't lose too much from this play. Also, he's going to break his own potential Focus Sash. Actually, oh, Feint coming out from that Raichu. And Assurance. This is kind of bad. We're still living, but now Zern, from all the residual damage, is going to be like really low. Oof. Okay. So I'm just going to Flablets into the Raichu, I guess. I could also U-turn in case. Yeah, I think I'm U-turning instead. I'm just thinking about like what he could do to win, but with Xerneas being that low, if he protects Tyranitar, I'm actually just fainting to residual damage. Yeah. Flablets would have been better after all. Well, this is a great start to my YouTube comeback. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I can't really deal with Tyranitar anymore. Well, this did not go very well. But we'll see. So I'm also losing Shadow Shield, which is kind of annoying. But fortunately, Zern is still at 1 HP. So I can Moongeist Beam. Do I want to lock myself into Moongeist Beam? I would need Moonblast to hit the Tyranitar super effectively. I could in theory... no, switching out Xerneas doesn't really help since I'm also burned. So I'll just Moonblast the Tyranitar and Moongeist Beam. He's switching into Raichu and he's probably protecting, I would assume. So I should... oh, he's not protecting. Okay. Good, but I still need to take out the Tyranitar with my Incineroar in the end and while spamming Moongeist Beam. So I guess Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam also would have worked. What was I afraid? Yeah, like of him protecting the Necrozma and then Necrozma outspeeding Incineroar, I suppose. But yeah, locking myself into Moonblast also would have been fine. Also, Tyranitar comes back in at the perfect time to reset Sandstream. And so yeah, we will have to rely on U-turn and Moongeist Beam to do the damage. Yeah, he'll just protect this turn and to save himself from the fake out, of course, but there's not anything else I can do really. Well, yeah, this definitely has been interesting. Question is, should I knock off or do I just U-turn? Because he could also be 50% berry and then I'm not going to break through that. Also the question is whether, like, is Tyranitar outspeeding my Incineroar or not? I am a Sword Vest Incineroar, so I'm not going to have the luxury of recovering any health, but I am going for the knockoff just in case he's 50% berry. Yeah, he's probably going to, well, he can either crunch the Lunala or Rock Slide. Okay, I'm faster, which is good. And he did have a 50% berry. Okay, so good thing I went for the knockoff. Both my guys easily should be living this, and then U-turn plus Moongeist Beam should be able to clean out this game after all. But yeah, this was a lot closer than I thought it would be. And he did play well with the Raichu, I would say. Calling the feint and assurance play there was definitely kind of nice. He's only at 1373. That's kind of crazy. Back in my day, people, like players with 1373 would be easy. Or maybe I just didn't play very well. Yeah, sending in Incineroar over Lunala that one turn where I mentioned it also would have been way better. But yeah, you guys can see I'm a little bit rusty. But I'm not worried about getting back in shape, and I think I will be doing just fine eventually. So here comes another Moongeist Beam. Really cool animation, and U-turn should finish off the battle. Whew, good thing it wasn't like a speed tie and he's outspeeding me now, but yep. Whew, okay, so yeah, I did win. Not my cleanest game, I would say, but we take those. And GG, of course, to my opponent. Well. So let's try and look for another battle, and hopefully I can play a little bit better then. Ooh, accidentally saved the video to waste a little bit more of your time, and we'll continue battling. So yeah, the team I'm using, by the way, is pretty standard for a Xerneas Lunala team, I would say. Ludicolo and Incineroar yeah, pretty common support Pokemon for those guys. And then I think the most common type of team would probably be with Amoonguss over the Smeargle, since then that really improves your Trick Room mode that you have with the Stakataka, but instead I'm using a Smeargle. Also offers Redirection and Spore, but is a little bit faster than Amoonguss, and you have like the uncertainty of possibly having any move, so your opponent has to prepare extra hard for it. And we're playing against another Japanese player from Tokyo this time. Yeah, this time players from the US are probably still asleep. And we are facing what looks to be a potential like multi-hit move spam team with the Alolan Ninetales, Kyurem White, Crobat, Meowstic, Groudon, and Ferrothorn. So I'm thinking this could be Blizzard Kyurem and potentially like Gravity Meowstic and Choice Scarf, Precipice Blades, Groudon. I haven't seen any of those teams in this year's format, but they were kind of common at some point in 2016. So, what am I doing here? Lunala looks kind of strong, however, Ninetales' Hail will break the Shadow Shield, which is kind of annoying. I cannot just simply set up Xerneas because he has both Crobat and Ferrothorn. So I think we're going to be leading with Lunala. And Incineroar looks pretty strong too. So I think Incineroar Lunala looks kind of nice. A Trick Room mode, like I could also use Stakataka and Ludicolo or something in Trick Room, because that would be pretty good against everything except for that Ferrothorn. However, I'm not that versatile with that mode yet. So I think we're going with the Zern and Ludi. Actually, I'm going with Stakataka and Ludi instead. So no Zern here because he has both Crobat and the Ferrothorn. And yeah, I don't really know. He looks prepared for Xerneas. And Stakataka looks just really strong. If I can get rid of the Ferrothorn, then setting up Trick Room with Stakataka might just win the game. Actually, I'm not quite sure which version that is, whether I have White Guard or not. Yeah, I picked it thinking that I had White Guard, but now this might be Rock Slide. I need to check that. Because with White Guard, yeah, it could really just block the Groudon almost entirely. So we have a Groudon and Crobat lead coming out from my opponent. With a shiny Groudon. Okay, I have Rock Slide and no White Guard. So instead I'm just going for Fake Out onto the Groudon and I think just a Psyshock to get rid of the Crobat ASAP. However, the next turn I'm a little bit stuck against the Groudon. I could also Heat Wave and use the Sun Boost. But actually, I'm just Moongeist Beaming into the Crobat. So I have a stronger move for next turn against the Groudon. Yeah, he sets up Tailwind, which is annoying. And I did outspeed the Groudon outside of Tailwind. So, and now I will probably just switch Incineroar into... Okay, he just straight goes down to that as well. Now, let's see what he sends in, but it's probably the Kyurem, and that actually gives me a little bit of trouble already. Yeah, there it is. He doesn't have the Hail active though, instead it's Sun. So I might just switch into Ludi and Moongeist Beam into the Groudon. He could potentially switch into a lot of Ninetales if he has that in the back, because that would allow him to get rid of the -1 attack on the Groudon and also set up the Hail for the Kyurem, of course. But I don't think he would be like winning this battle by just spamming Blizzard. But let's see. Okay, no switches from his end. This could also just be Ice Beam and Precipice Blades. Dragon Pulse, okay. So he will be breaking the Shadow Shield, but Groudon is intimidated, and Ludicolo avoiding the Precipice Blades is of course a nice bonus. But Lunala can take this hit even from a Life Orb Groudon. And now let's see how much this Moongeist Beam does. Yeah, if I get rid of Groudon, then I think Assault Vest Incineroar also does pretty well against him. So he's pretty low and would be in Fake Out KO range. So I'm thinking about going for the Fake Out and switching into Incineroar. So then next turn I'm threatening another Fake Out to knock him out. But I might also just let Lunala get knocked out. I could do that too. Yeah, I think I'll just sack Lunala here. And he's just switching out the Groudon, but if it is Ninetales, okay, I'll break a potential Focus Sash. But he's probably just Blizzarding this turn. Didn't look like Specs damage, at least. So yeah, I guess switching into Incineroar would have been a little bit better. But it is actually just going to be the Dragon Pulse, so maybe he's Choice Specs after all? Not really sure about that. But this means that now there would be a prime moment for Stakataka to come in. I think. Yeah, since everything kind of like drops to Gyro Ball. And I also have the safety goggles, so I won't take any damage from the hail. Unfortunately, he can get a double attack off this turn. So I could switch and protect, and then go for Fake Out Trick Room. However, I don't really see how he would KO me. But Stakataka's special defense is kind of weak. He could also be roaring and attacking. Yeah, I think I want to play it safe and just protect the Stakataka for now. And then next turn I have, like, if there's something threatening, I'll just use Fake Out and Trick Room next turn. And there's not really much, like, if I could get off Trick Room this turn, then I can always do it next turn as well. And Incineroar doesn't really mind taking any moves here. So it's just another Dragon Pulse hitting into the Protect. And Freeze Dry. Okay, so he wanted to knock out the Ludicolo there, but yeah, Incineroar doesn't really care. Tailwind peters out, but I don't really mind that. Yeah, just Fake Out the Ninetales in case he has Roar. And yeah, Kyurem really shouldn't have anything to knock out the Stakataka. So I should be able to just set up Trick Room and then clean the game. Yeah, he is probably Choice Specs after all. Yeah, we're not really seeing the damage because the first Dragon Pulse hit into Shadow Shield Lunala, and now it's against Assault Vest Incineroar, so we're not really seeing how much damage this Kyurem can do. But now I think I'm just winning by clicking Gyro Ball. And Flareblitz to knock out the Ninetales. Yep, no protects once again. And this is a one-hit KO. So yeah, I'm glad I went with a Stakataka after all, because he was really he has the speed advantage with his team. But fortunately, my non-restricted Pokemon, the Ludicolo and Incineroar, providing double Fake Out for Stakataka, can just bring home a game like this kind of easily. And all he has left is this Life Orb Groudon. But not for too much longer. And GG, we take the second win of this episode. And I think I'll call it a day here. It's already 25 minutes long, and even though we didn't get like the, I don't know, the cleanest of games here, I'm still like trying to get back into it, and I wanted you guys to be a part of it from the first second. So instead of playing a couple of practice matches, I'm just like recording my practice games, because why not, you know? And yeah, so this is going to be it for this episode. Also, don't forget to check out Frankfurt Regionals if you're based in Germany or from Europe. They're being held on 29th and 30th of September, and I will be there and I will be playing there. So yeah, check that out. Link is going to be in the description. And if you're just from the area and you just want to see how those tournaments, like what they are about, then you can also just like come by there and say hello and watch, I guess. So yeah, this is going to be it for now. If you have any suggestions for teams I could use, or anything you wanted to tell me, just let me know in the comments. I will be reading those as always. And yeah, this is going to be it for now. Have a good day, see you guys soon, and bye.